Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Ah man, I made it worse. I I I made it worse. Hold on 1 second. I made it worse. There you go. There you go. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? My bad. My bad. My bad. My fault. What's good? What's good? What's going on this Friday? What's going on this Friday? What's going on? Y'all fall up in here. Y'all fall up in here. Yes, indeed. What's the deal? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, make sure y'all hitting that like button when y'all come up in here. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. We got some stuff to talk about. Got a couple things to talk about. Make sure you hit that like button when y'all come up in here. Y'all let me know what y'all got going on this Friday. Let me know what y'all got going on this Friday. Y'all come follow up through here, following through here. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let a couple more people come in. Hey, I see the people coming in, but the likes ain't going up. Make sure y'all hitting that like button when y'all come up in here now. Eat wing stop already. Go ahead and get that wing stop. Go ahead and get that wing stop. You hope it's lemon pepper. I hope it's lemon pepper that you eating on. Or you know what I'm saying, I put some other ones. Teriyaki, atomic hot, stuff like that. I guess the lemon peppers. I guess the lemon peppers. I said make sure y'all hitting that like button when y'all come up in here. Man, we gonna talk about some stuff. Uh is Deshaun gonna get suspended for the whole year? Like it is he gonna get suspended for the whole entire year? Reports coming out of the Magic or zero. Man, I don't believe the whole Chet. I think people just want to draw parallels to Chet because of him going to school, him high school teammates and him high school teammates with Jalen Smith. I mean not Jalen Smith, I'm saying Jalen Smith with Jalen Suggs, and then also they both went to Gonzaga. You know they went to Gonzaga at two separate times, but I think people are trying to draw those parallels, which I mean does go on in a lot of league circles. People want to play with their former teammates and buddy. I mean, from an AAU standpoint, Jalen Suggs played AAU ball with both Cole Anthony and RJ Hampton, so he knew them from back in the day as well. I don't think that's the reason why they drafted Jalen Suggs because they play AAU ball with them. I think they drafted Jalen Suggs because he was the best player on the board at that time. Um, I don't think they're gonna draft Chet just because of that. But that's what a lot of people are drawing lines. Like I said, I really don't think. Like a part of me think it's like the other shoe gonna drop when it comes to drafting Chet. I, I I really, to be honest, I don't think they're going to do it. But there's always like the part of me like my team gonna mess around. Like when it comes to the Texans, I didn't think the Texans were going to draft Thibodeau. I didn't, but it was always the other shoe might drop and the Texans do some Texan thing and draft Thibodeau. But I didn't really feel like it didn't make it and just take me not wanting him out of it. It just didn't make any football sense for them to draft him because he doesn't fit the defense. From a basketball standpoint, it doesn't make any basketball sense for the Magic to draft Chet because of Bobo, who they just traded for, Bomba, who more than likely gonna leave in Frazy, and Jonathan Isaac, all the similar players small frame guys. Do you want another one? Do you want another guy who could potentially miss a lot of time when he gets hurt? So if he gets hurt, miss a lot of time and long stretches of time. I don't know if they want to continue to go down that same well. So I don't think that's going to be the case, but we'll see though. We'll see though. You eat that time, nigga. Just seems like Jabbar is a can't miss prospect. Take him. Don't look back. Exactly. I agree. I agree. I agree. You definitely take them and don't look back. You definitely take them if you don't look back. And make sure you're hitting the like, people. I see 11 people, but only 7 likes. Make sure so. Come on now, 4 people ain't liking the stream. Like, what's going on, man? Y'all say y'all want me to do more live streams, and I've been doing that. Y'all asked for more live streams. I've given you more live streams, but yet still, I don't get the like. Make sure y'all hitting the like button when y'all come up in here. At work, hey man, go ahead and get your paper, man. You at work locked in. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I can't wait to see the Rockets do the third pick. Oh, oh, it's gonna be very interesting what the Rockets gonna do. Both the Rockets and the Magic, both I mean Rockets and the Magic, both the Rockets and the Texans both end up with the third pick in the draft. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I think the Rockets in a good spot because they're going a player is going to follow them. Uh, um, like I say, Al Jabari, Pablo, and Chet. A player's gonna follow them. Now, I can see the Rockets using any of the three. Any of the three can fit in with the Houston Rockets just fine. So the Rockets actually a good spot. And they basically just got to take who falls to them. The pressure's more so on the Magic because they have to get it right. Like, because whoever they draft, the next two guys they're always gonna be like a thing like, oh, did we make the right decision? Did we make the right decision? With the Rockets, it's the opposite. Like, even if they draft somebody that doesn't pan out, and the other two above them do pan out, they were like, well, damn, it was out of our control. We got like, you really don't get that much blowback, but I think the Rockets got some. I think the Rockets got something brewing, especially with Jalen Green. I definitely believe that. I ain't come here to hear about no Magic. Man, I was asked a question. Do you still need help? Like, do I need help with my media or what you mean? Texas run game improved the same. I think the Texas run game has improved a little bit. I mean, ain't nobody stepped on the field yet. We don't know. We don't know what Damian. I don't know what Damian Pierce is gonna do. Uh, I mean, I'm hopeful I mean, last year was the worst run game in franchise history, so you can't go nowhere else but up. Like you can't go nowhere else but up. So like, obviously, I think it's going to be somewhat improved because I mean you can't go worse than I mean you can't do better than the worst rushing attacking franchise history. I think the offensive line gonna be a little bit better, and I think they're gonna be able to run the ball a little bit more. So hey, I definitely think uh I definitely think that that they can rise and then they can get a better ground game. I hope to see Damon Pierce. Like I said, I think he could do some things. I think he could definitely do some things, but we'll see. Do you still think Mitchie plays week 1? I don't know. He said he'll be ready by July. Like he said he'd be ready by July. Nick Casario said that they hold up on that. I think the Texans really want to save him because I believe that they got better plans and going in the future. They don't need him to play as of right now. So we'll see. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see him play. I want to see him. I want to see him in the preseason. I want to see him play. So I hope he does play. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play week 1. I hope he does play week 1, but I won't be surprised if he plays week 1. But speaking of people playing week 1, I seen a report that Deshaun might get it. It might be more likely that Deshaun gets a season suspension than not get suspended at all. I definitely didn't think that was going to be the case. I mean, the guy who, like, no criminal charges were filed, so I don't see him. See why would you suspend him for a whole season other than just you don't want to make women mad. Because of, I mean, you don't, I mean, obviously, I think a lot of it's got to do with the stigma of the cases still being, um, the case is still being, not pending, but like him not selling out of court. And like the case not being settled, that's what it is. I know some of you are like, why are we talking about Deshaun Watson? Reason why I'm bringing this up is because, like I've been telling, like saying, him being suspended or not being suspended directly affects us because we hold a pick. Him being suspended for a full season potentially can make the Texans have two top 10 picks next year. Like the Texans could be in a situation where they have two top 10 picks, and like I've been saying, best case scenario, ultimate best case scenario, Texans win Super Bowl, and the Cleveland Browns the worst team in the NFL, and Texans win Super Bowl has number one overall pick. That's the best case scenario that you can have. Don't think that's going to happen on both fronts, but you definitely you definitely want that high draft pick. You definitely want that draft capital to be as high as it possibly can. So if he gets suspended for the majority of the season, 10, 11, 12 games, if not all 17, that's a huge win for the Texans. Even though I know we want to see him the December 4th in NRG, but I'd rather, if you tell me Deshaun plays all season, we play against him, and we beat Deshaun Watson in the Cleveland Browns, and but the Texans have like 8 wins, 7 wins, whatever, and like end up drafting like 7th or 8th, and then Cleveland won 10 games and made the playoffs, so that your draft pick is a 20th pick, or you don't play Deshaun at all because you get spent the whole season, and Cleveland win like 5 games, and you have 2 top 10 picks, or Cleveland's pick is in the top 10. I'm taking Cleveland's pick in the top 10, 10 out of 10 times. I want that I can give a damn about playing Deshaun Watson in December 4th. I don't care about that. Do I want to beat him? Absolutely. But what I want, more importantly, I want that Cleveland Brown pick to be, I want that to be a highest draft pick as it possibly can. So if that's him being suspended for the full season and the Cleveland Browns only winning 4-5 games, hey, that's a huge dub for the Houston Texans. Potentially, the Texans can end up getting a C.J. Stroud and a Will Anderson, or a Bryce Young and a Will. Come on, man, it's a no-brainer. That's what you want. So that's why him being suspended definitely means something. It definitely means something. Like, yeah, it seems like it could at least be 8 games. Yeah, it looked like they want to, like the NFL does want to, they want to punish severely here. They don't want to seem like they're gonna take it too light on him. Obviously, because he did settle the cases, he can't appeal. So there's nothing to it. You don't want to make it a small you don't want to make it a small suspension, like a 2-game suspension. He appealed and he only suspended for 1 game. Like, no, you make it for a bit. You make it for a bit suspension, and if he appeals and he wins his appeal, you can always shorten it down to 10 games or whatever. And like I said, I'm not mad about 10 games, but I want the suspension to be a majority of the season type, because obviously the best case scenario for the Texans not to have, for the Cleveland Browns pick to be a low pick, is Deshaun Watson not playing football. So I definitely want that pick to be a high pick. I definitely want that pick to be a high pick. Texans get either Texans get, rather Bryce. As of right now, I think I'm leaning towards C.J. Stroud over Bryce Young, but we'll see. I agree Texas won't win a lot of games while I start a quarterback. I actually agree with that. I think the O-line has improved some. I can't wait to see. I agree. I can't wait to see how the O-line improves. Real Sports HBO had to sit down interview with. So yeah, I ain't see that. So the Real Sports have had to sit down with his accusers. Interesting. Think of cereal, y'all forget. I'm a Patriot. The NFL wants to punish the Browns. Know what? That actually could be a thing too. The NFL could be one of basically like, okay, y'all want to give this man all this money after he got all this stuff going on. Y'all want to give him all this money? Okay, that's what y'all want to do. You sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that? Okay, okay, we'll suspend you. Well, we'll suspend them, and it's we will see. We'll see. Like I said, I've been in the mindset. I was always thinking it was going to be like a 4-game suspension, and then probably get appealed down the 2, or it'll be a 6-game suspension and get appealed down the 4. I thought that he'll probably serve no more than 4 games, no less than 2. Don't know, didn't know if it's gonna be this season or not, but I kind of figured it was gonna be this season the moment that he would play. That's what Deshaun did. He underplayed his hand last year. And I said some of that's kind of the Texans. By I said the Texans did not want to play Deshaun Watson because he did show up to training camp. And like I said, if you want to keep Deshaun Watson, you'll make him play. Like Deshaun was at camp. He like this like I was telling people all the time. Me and Ray, especially me and Ray, for months, argue back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Shout out to my boy Ray. But me and Ray argued months and months and months and months about this. That Deshaun Watson didn't play last year because the Texans didn't want to play Deshaun Watson. The moment Deshaun Watson showed up to training camp, okay, you go out there with the ones, or you go out there with the twos. He was out there throwing practice squad reps. He was out there playing safety at sometimes. Like, come on, man. Then he was deactivated for every game. He was a healthy scratch every game. And anybody who's any type of healthy scratch, injured, whatever, they always are on the sideline watching the game. Deshaun Watson never stepped foot in NRG last year at all. Never rolled with the team nowhere. Just never was around. Never. Because of the Texans. The Texans did not want him there. Out of mind, the Texans did not want him there. It was Houston who didn't want him there. Yeah, Deshaun didn't want to play for the Texans. I'm not discounting that. But the moment he showed up to camp, if you want him to play, you'd have forced him to play. Now I think then we probably would have got a suspension last year. So in the essence, the Texans kind of screwed Deshaun Watson on that standpoint by not letting him get his suspension in last year, by holding him and not trading him and basically holding him hostage. So it could be a situation where now it could be even worse, and now he can end up missing potentially 2 seasons. Like that's a lot of time. Like 2 seasons. That's a lot of time to miss. It's a lot of time to miss football. That's a lot. That's a lot of time to miss football. 2 whole seasons. That's a lot of time to miss football. Like that. That's a lot of time. And yeah, that's very interesting to miss that much time of football. So we'll see. We'll definitely see exactly. We'll definitely see exactly how that transpires and how that will or will not help the Houston Texans. I mean, will or will not help Deshaun Watson. We'll see exactly how that's gonna look. Browns with Baker dirty. I don't think. I don't know if you're trying to say did the Browns do Baker dirty, or you mean like the Browns still gonna be competitive even with even without Deshaun Watson because they have Baker Mayfield. I don't think Baker's ever gonna play for Cleveland. Like, I don't think Baker's gonna play any football, even if Deshaun Watson suspended. I don't think Baker playing. I don't. I don't. I mean, I could be wrong. You have a better chance of Baker playing, obviously, than Deshaun playing last year. But I don't think that Baker's playing. I don't think that Baker's gonna play. I don't think that Baker's gonna play. I say he gets suspended at least 7 to 8 games. I don't see the NFL wanting a bad taste with that type of situation. Yeah. I mean, you obviously want to set a precedent like this stuff cannot be tolerated, and I don't care what happened. I mean, Roger Goodell showed you this plenty of times that he doesn't care what happens in the legal system. He'll still suspend you. Like he doesn't care what happens in a legal situation. You'll still get suspended. If I want to suspend you, you'll still get suspended if I want to suspend you. So I mean, he's definitely showed that several times. He's definitely showed. Hey, make sure you're hitting the like button when y'all coming through, and also make comment. Let me know what y'all thinking, man. Let me know how y'all feel right now. What happens with Baker? Yeah, like I think eventually Baker gets traded. I think it's going to be during training camp. That's what I think. I think he eventually gets traded during training camp. You know, because somebody always gets hurt. A team starter always gets hurt, or somebody don't look right, or teams just feel like they're close. And I just think that he'll get traded somewhere around there. That's why I feel happy. I feel he'll get traded somewhere around the season. Somewhere around the season, right before the season start, he'll get traded. NFL probably wants to punish him. So, but also I want to talk about this whole Nick Saban thing. Like this whole Nick, I want to talk about that too. The whole Nick Saban and Texas A&M, and also Nick Saban calling out Deion Sanders. Like this, if this ain't the most crybabiest thing I've ever like you've been the best team or best college ran program for damn near 20 years. 50, what? When did Nick Saban go to Alabama? Like what? In 2000 and 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. Cause when did UT beat? When did Alabama beat UT? That was what, 2010? No, 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 no. It was 2009. Cause 2010, yeah, that's when Auburn won. So yes, it was 2009. So yeah, so he been there, like I said, since 2008, maybe 2008, maybe 2007. Like he might have been there since either 2007, 2008. And so you talking about almost 20 years, and because one team, because A&M has a number one recruiting class. Oh, they buying players now. Okay, like y'all ain't never bought no players. Okay, and then like for him to like be completely disrespectful and throw in Deion Sanders and talking about how HBCU flipped the number one recruit. Like it's so unheard of that HBCU has flipped a number one recruit. Well, one, first time HBCU has had Deion Sanders as their head coach. That's one. Two, I don't even think it has nothing to do with that. I don't think it got nothing to do with money. I don't even think it got nothing to do with Deion Sanders. All that boy did, I can't even think of the kid's name. All he did was visit a HBCU during homecoming. I advise anybody in here, if you don't know what I'm talking about, find out wherever your local HBCU college is. Go on campus during their homecoming. Find out when their homecoming is. Go on campus during their homecoming. Go visit their campus during homecoming and make sure you watch the homecoming game. And tell me you don't want to attend that college. That's all you gotta do. That's all you have to do is attend the HBCU homecoming. He don't want to go to Florida State no more. I don't want to go. Forget Florida State. Who cares about Florida State? Nobody care about playing with Citadel. Everybody care about nobody care about all that. Nobody. This is a HBCU. See, Deion think he's slick. Deion think he's Deion think he's slick. I know exactly what he did. Forget the whole whatever. I forgot what the money. I forgot what the thing is. The URL, whatever the money is, they paying. Whatever it is. Forget all that. Forget all of that. Go and visit somebody during their homecoming. Visit the HBCU during their homecoming. I promise you. I promise you. If y'all near Texas, make sure you go to PV or go to Texas Southern. More likely PV. But I don't know, Texas Southern got some talent too though. I gotta take that back. Hold on, wait a minute. Now Texas. Shout out to everybody at there, Texas Southern, everybody at PV. I know a lot of people at PV. I know a lot of people at Texas Southern as well. Shout out to both of those HBCUs. Go to an HBCU during their homecoming. If you're not in that area, if you're in Florida, was it Florida A&M? I think that's one of them. Grambling, that's another one. Like Alabama A&M, like Jackson State. Go to your local HBCU homecoming. That's homework assignment for everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat right now, that's your that is your homework assignment for this year. Find your nearest HBCU, find out when their homecoming is, and just visit the campus all week. But make sure you go on Saturday to the homecoming game and attend all the homecoming festivities of that Saturday night, of that Saturday evening. I promise you, you gonna want to go to HBCU. You might already graduate college already. You gonna want to go to HBCU. I'm just letting you know this right now. You gonna want to go to a HBCU. That's what that is. And nothing to do with nobody buying nobody, getting nobody $1 million. And then I seen that Bryce Young has the most, is getting paid the most out of anybody in college football right now with the little endorsement things. And then third on the list is Will Anderson. Both of those players are from Alabama. So Nick Saban, what are you mad about again? Talking about, oh, we need to start doing some investigation. Oh, we need to really do something about this. All because Texas A&M had the number one recruiting class. Like, come on, bro. You just mad because Texas A&M spanked that ass. And I'm not even an Aggie fan. Y'all know it's Texas Red Raiders. Y'all just mad that Texas A&M. Y'all brought Roll Tide to Alabama with a Heisman Trophy winner with multiple future first round draft picks. Got to College Station and got beat. That's what you're mad at. That's what you're mad at. You're mad that you took you took your tail to Georgia in the college playoffs and lost then. And who else did they lose to? Who else did Bama lose to this season? Was it just A&M? They lost somebody else, I think, this season. I can't remember who it is. Y'all just mad that y'all got beat. Hey, man. Hey, bro. Hey, stop. Say, brain. Say, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Stop. Hold up. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Chris. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the super chat love, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. Big fan here. Well, see, he always focuses on the defense. And like I said, man, Chris, appreciate that. He always focuses on the defense takeaways. He don't even call them turnovers. He call them takeaways. He calls them takeaways. And that's how he teaches. I mean, when you go back and you look at the Chicago Bears, Peanut Tillman was forcing the ball out. I mean, he was a knack. He always found a way to punch the football out. He found a way to force. He found a way to force turnovers. And I think that's something that the Texans that Lovie Smith teaches. I mean, the Texans changed the way they play defense. I mean, we had back-to-back games, not just 2 games in the season. Back-to-back games had 5+ turnovers against Miami that we lost, and then the one against the Titans that we won. Had back-to-back games. I think we forced a turnover in every game. Is there a game that we did not force a turnover? Cause even the blowout loss against even the blowout loss against the Rams, we got a pick on Josh Allen. Maybe the Rams game. Maybe the Rams game, and maybe we got a pick. No, we got an interception against Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray threw a pick. I think the Rams game. I think that's the only game that we didn't force a turnover. So I mean, and I would say turnovers come in bunches. And turnovers, you can't never pencil in turnovers. Turnovers go from year. I mean, it'd be teams that be number ones in turnovers, and then the next year they be like 15th in turnovers. So I mean, you can't never pencil it in. Like turnovers are very fluent, and they also have a fluky element to it. But I do think it's something that's a mindset, the mentality that him and his coaching staff do install. Then when you draft somebody like Stingley Jr., who has a knack for getting the ball, then you also have somebody that you drafted, Jalen Preacher, who says, "I like to get my hands on the football." You got guys with ball hawking mentalities. You got guys with ready to go out there to attack the football. You ready to go out there to do a lot of that. So I definitely think that's going to be a target. Now we got more interceptions than fumbles last year, if I'm not mistaken. I think and the corner, the safety that we have, more so, or guys who take the ball away by plucking out there. So we'll see about if we'll be able to force more fumbles. Than getting interceptions. I mean, Desmond King had a lot of interceptions as well last year as well, and I definitely think that does help the franchise. Like I said, I've been saying this for the past about 2 months now, since right before the Deshaun Watson trade, that the Texans need to change their approach and just need to own what they are and be a defensive-minded franchise like the Pittsburgh Steelers, like the Baltimore Ravens, like the Chicago Bears with Lovie Smith coached it. Those franchises in their DNA are defensive-minded franchise. No matter how Ben Roethlisberger played and all the receivers that Pittsburgh have, you think of Pittsburgh as a defensive-minded franchise. Chicago, you really can't even, outside of Walter Payton, you really can't name offensive players for the Chicago Bears. They really, outside of Walter Payton, their biggest offensive player is a corner turn receiver that was really a return man, and Devin Hester. Like, so you think of it as a defensive mind franchise. The Ravens, same thing, defensive mind franchise. I mean, now you got Lamar Jackson, but you think of it as a defensive minded franchise. Both of their Super Bowls were centered around good defense, especially their first one, centered around good defense. So you want to be a I think the Texans should own that. If you go back and look at the inaugural season, our first couple of Pro Bowlers were on the defensive side of the football, and Aaron Glenn and Jamie Sharper and Walker. Who else made the Pro Bowl in this Texan? I don't think Mark Coleman made the Pro Bowl as a Texan. But I mean, one of our first games, actually not one of our first games in our first season against Pittsburgh, we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh with less than 100 yards of offense. Because we had Aaron Glenn had 2 pick sixes in that game. And I think we also had a return for a touchdown as well. I think we either had a punt return or a kickoff return. But I know Aaron Glenn had 2 pick sixes in that game. Like, and then when the Texans' best team is 2011, I think that's their best defense. The team that started getting better. You had J.J. Watt win 3-time defensive player of the years. A lot of all Pro Bowlers and first team All Pros on defense. But 2016 had the number 1 defense with the Brock Osweiler year. Like, outside of the 2 seasons with Deshaun Watson, it was most of the defensive minded franchise. Even with Andre and Matt Schaub led the league in passing, and Arian Foster, and like that was the 2010 season that probably one of our worst defenses. We didn't do anything that year, even with that good offense. Didn't do anything. So like I said, 2011 is when the defense I think was number 2. Texas defense either number 2 or number 3 when we went to the playoffs. But our franchise success outside of the 2 years Deshaun Watson won the AFC South in 18 and 19, we were focused around defense. The defense was the crux of the team. I feel like that's what the team should do, and that should be the mindset of the franchise. Be a defensive-minded franchise. That's why I'm glad that the first pick of the draft was a corner, was a defensive player. Now I know he went offense, defense throughout the rest of the draft, but I definitely think that should be the focal point of the team. Should be their defense. I definitely feel like that. I definitely feel like that should be the focal point of the team. But hey, like I say, man, Chris, man, appreciate the love, man. Appreciate that. What you think about Jackson State in the first round next year? I don't know. I'm gonna do so. I'm gonna definitely do some prospects, and especially the guys who the Texans should be looking for. People in general who people should be looking for in the first round, because since the Texans are going to have 2 first-round picks, they definitely are going to be in the market to be getting somebody, because they got 2 first-round picks. Will they use both of their first-round picks? I definitely think they would. I don't think they're going to be in the market to trade one of those picks away, and I don't think that neither one of those picks are going to be that low in the first round that you trade out of the first round. So only way I think they'll trade and don't end up drafting both of them is if they're in the spot where they gotta move up to go get a quarterback, and they have to give up both first round picks to do that. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully with one of these picks they would be in a position to get a quarterback if they need to get a quarterback in their draft, or they don't need to get a quarterback because Davis Mills actually is the guy, and he plays well, and he looks the part, and you can use which would be the best, like which would be a good scenario, because then now you can use those two picks, and you can get another offensive lineman, you get either another offensive weapon, or you get Williams, you get some other people on defense. I think you should do things like that, and basically, like I say, become a defensive minded powerhouse. I feel like both my teams, both my Texans and the Magic, are both in a weird spot, but a good weird spot. Both have the Texans have, for the next 2 seasons, have multiple draft picks. Some pieces that I like. I like some of the pieces, but still need a whole bunch of talent. Still need a whole bunch of talent. But have enough, but have some draft capital coming on the horizon, and have some talent already, that if some of this talent pings and pans out, you could use this other talent, this draft capital that you have, and be defensive, and be a powerhouse for years to come. Or you, at the very least, you have the draft capital to get to a situation where you want to be. The Magic, I think the Magic have a lot of nice pieces. They just need their cornerstone guy. They need the guy. They need their cornerstone guy. They need the guy to say, "Hey, this is the franchise guy. This is the leader. We got all the role play." I think the Magic have all the role players and all the people that they need to, once they get that guy. I know a little youth got something to do with as well, because some of these guys are very young. That once you get somebody in there, they can start making a run for the play-in, for the seventh, the eighth, the seventh, the eighth, the sixth, the fifth seed, and potentially be a team. And don't give up on the team like the Lakers did and send the team to New Orleans. Like don't do that. Don't give up on your young stars. And we have an extra first round pick next year from Chicago, and it look like Zach LaVine might be leaving. Look like the Bulls have some concerns. Has some concerns with Lonzo. So it might just be DeMar Rosen and Nikola Vucevic in Chicago. That pick could end up being a lottery pick. So the Magic might have some good draft capital in next year's draft as well. But they have the number one overall pick this year. And if they get their cornerstone guy, I think the tide will be able to turn in Orlando. I think the tide is able to turn in Houston, because they have the draft capital for the next couple of seasons. And they have some pieces that we like, some pieces that we don't know about. But things are going, I think they're both in a weird spot, but I think they both are trending in the right direction, honestly. Hey, man. Jareer Rule, appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate the love, man. I definitely appreciate that. If Matt Ryan doesn't pan out, what do you think we can win the division? I think the Colts, and also Chris, I know you constantly tell me all the time how you're a Colts fan. I definitely think that y'all gonna win division, because I think the Titans are gonna fall off, and I think Jacksonville is going to improve, but they still Jacksonville, and I'm not all that high on Trevor Lawrence to begin with. And I think the Texans, like I've been saying, I think the Texans gonna win 5 to 6. Lucky if they win 7, but I think it's gonna be in that 5 to 6 range. But if Matt Ryan, to answer your question, if Matt Ryan does not pan out, do I think the Texans have an opportunity to win division, or be in contention for division? Honestly, actually, yes. And it's because it's not really because I think the Texans are going to be that good. I just think it's an indictment on the division. I think this division is about to go back after, for the past, 4 years, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So yeah, 5 years. After the last 5 years, where this division has been competitive, where in every season except last year, the division sent multiple teams to the playoffs. In 17, you sent Jacksonville, and in 17 you sent Jacksonville and the Titans to the playoffs. Both won a playoff game. Jacksonville makes the AFC Championship game. In 18, you send the Texans and the Colts. They had to face each other in the first round. At 19, you seen the Texans and the Titans. Both teams won a playoff game, and the Titans made the AFC Championship game. In 2020, you seen the Titans and the Colts. Did both teams win a playoff game? No, both teams lost. Yeah, because both teams lost. Because the Bills beat the Colts, and Was it the Ravens that beat the Titans? Yeah, the Ravens beat the Titans. So both teams lost, but both two teams won the playoffs, and then last year, Titans. So last year was the first time in that 5 year span that they didn't send multiple teams to the playoffs. But the Colts got eliminated on the last week of the playoffs. So like like I said, for the last 5 years, the division has been very, very competitive, sending multiple teams to the playoffs, or at the very least, multiple teams in the mix to get into the playoffs. And actually, in 2018, both the Titans and the Colts were battling to get into the playoffs. So, been very competitive for the past couple of seasons. But before that, we knew from 2011 to that point till 2017. So from 2011 to 2016, the division was not competitive. The division was not competitive at all outside of 2012 when both the Texans and the Colts both made the playoffs. And when Andrew Luck's rookie year and the Texans made the playoffs. Outside of that, the division has not been competitive at all. It actually was one of the worst, if not the worst, division in NFL. I think you're going back to that side. Not maybe the worst division in the NFL, but it's gonna be a very mediocre division. And this will actually be right in the Bill O'Brien's wheelhouse of going 9-7 and win the division. 9-7, I think 9-7 could win the division this year. Even though I know you can't go 9-7 because they had 17 games, but you know what I mean. So what it'd be would be 9-8, yeah. 9-8 will win the division this year. 9-8 will win the division this year. I definitely think so. And that's if Matt Ryan plays well. I can see both. I can see I can see nine. I can see a 9-8 win the division this year. I don't think so. I think the Colts will win 10 games, but I definitely think a 9-win team can win this division because I think it's going back to that side. Will it stay there? We don't know. I mean, the Titans just drafted Malik Willis. We'll see about that. Even though Treylon Burks is out of shape, we'll see what Trevor Lawrence can do because they add pieces around him. I think the Colts are the best team from top to bottom as far as I think they roster have a more complete roster. And the Texans, like I said, we got some pieces, but we still got holes. So I definitely think that this division could be had if the Texans was ready. And that's why, like, we'll know by December if Davis Mills is the guy. So I'm not about to sit up here and be like, oh, I think he's trying. I'm not going to say any of that no more. I'm going to let y'all know this right now. I'm not going to be doing any Davis Mills bashing because we'll know by this season. Y'all already know how I feel. I don't think he's the guy. I think that he's just okay. I think at best he could be an okay quarterback. I think he's more so a backup. But we'll see. We'll be definitive. I'm not going to be like, oh, he's trying. We'll see. I have the right to reserve all reservations. Right. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to be, oh, he about to be. I'm not about to say none of that because we'll know. Because of the way this division is, if he's the guy that a lot of people on Mills Mafia think he is, the Texans should be able to win the division. Because I don't think the division is going to be all that. I don't think the division is going to be all that competitive from a good standpoint. I think it's going to be competitive. That's because I think that a lot of divisions are going to be mediocre. So we'll see exactly. I don't think they're going to be in contention to compete. But if he is who you think he is, then we should be able to. But I do think that the division can, to answer your question, I do think the division can be had. Hey, I see more people falling up in here. Man, make sure y'all hitting them like buttons. Make sure y'all hitting them like buttons. It's Friday. You got the number one pick. And I got nothing but my draft. I've been looking at a lot of my drafts too. Hey, don't worry. I got some magic videos about to drop shortly. Within the next couple of weeks. For all the Magic fans out there, I got a surprise for y'all too. Next week is going to be very, very interesting for a lot of my Magic fans. I got a lot of Magic content. Also, I've been falling off because a lot of things been going on with the Texans and the football and the draft and free agency, Deshaun Watson, all a lot of stuff. So I've been dropping coaching high, all that nice, fine, good stuff. So I've been doing a lot of NFL stuff. And don't worry for my Texan fans in here who are not Magic fans. I'm not stopping. I'm going to be doing double duty. So you're going to see a lot of content over the next couple of days, over the next couple of weeks, a lot of content on both. You're probably going to see double videos dropped in a day. I know I normally drop videos on Mondays, Tuesdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is normally the normal pattern how I normally drop videos. You'll probably see two videos a day or a video every single day. A lot of content's about to be coming up, and also got some other stuff I've been working on as well. So a lot of things are going to be changing for the good. I'm gonna just put it like that. It's gonna be a lot of stuff is coming out, so bear with me. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate y'all being patient, especially the Magic fans. Cause I know I ain't been dropping the videos like I should have been, like I'm supposed to be. But especially now that we have the number one draft pick, content definitely has. I wouldn't be a good Magic fan if I wasn't dropping the content. So content definitely is about to go and begin drop on both sides. But I agree. Hey, my drafts is definitely something to watch. I must make a comment on Chet for the hate he's getting from his boyfriend. KD. Okay, I give you Giannis. I give you Giannis. KD played a whole different type of game, and stop comparing. And people, please, just like what they was doing, the same thing to Jonathan Isaac. Please stop comparing this person to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was averaging 30 points at UT. He was averaging 30. He was averaging 30 at UT. So yes, and he still ain't going. And actually, even though he's paying out in the NFL in the NBA, he still ain't going number one. Now you could say that the Portland made the wrong decision by drafting hey, what's his name? Who they draft over? Wasn't that Greg Odom? Was it Greg Odom? His name? Oh, it was Greg Odom. Who they draft? Who I think Greg Odom. Who they drafted? So yeah, Portland made the wrong decision. Portland has a history of that because they drafted Sam Bowie over Michael Jordan. So they just have bad luck in drafting big mans, and then the next pick ended up being champion, MVP, Hall of Fame caliber players, and in one situation the greatest player ever played. So there's that. But Giannis, I give you that. But those are two examples, and then two more examples is on the Orlando Magic right now, currently, Jonathan Isaac and Mo Bamba. Both small frame guys. I will lean more towards them because of this. They are here. They are in Orlando with the they'll put on more weight, stuff like that. And we get them into the program. We can bulk them up. They ain't gotten bigger. Actually, Mo Bamba has, but it's still not big enough. He has gotten bigger, still not big enough. And then Jonathan Isaac has not. His face has, but he's gotten bigger since he's been not playing. So is it a good weight? And that's another thing. Both guys have missed a lot of time. Jonathan Isaac more than anybody. Like both guys missed a lot of time. And then you also just bring in Bo, who's another guy, another small frame guy who has been at the NBA, has not put on any weight yet. A guy who's hurt as well. Like, yeah, Giannis could just be the outlier. Because Giannis did bulk up. Giannis got big. But when you go back and look at Giannis' history, when he was in Greece, Giannis struggled a lot. I mean, from a financial standpoint, they weren't doing well. So his body type might have been just a product of basically not able to get, basically being in a situation coming from poverty. To be honest with you, to be straight up, there's been a situation coming from poverty that he didn't have the means to get the proper nutrition. So once he got into the NBA and got the proper nutrition, because he got money, also the team, meal regimens, things like that, he was able to bulk up. And I'm pretty sure he also did the work. I mean, because it's not fat, it's good weight. He did the work, and you look at his brothers. This in the NBA as well. They are so maybe he was supposed to be a bigger frame guy, just didn't get it because of the financial situation that he grew up in. So, well, it could be, it could be a little bit of both, So, I say that to say, just pump the brakes. That frame still scares me. like that frame. But you wouldn't be upset with Jabari. Like I said, Jabari is my guy. That's what I want. I want Jabari and Pablo's number two. But like I said, like that's where I'm at right now. That's exactly where I'm at right now. That's also with Mills playing decent. Yeah, back to the back to the Texans. Yeah, I mean if Mills plays decent, if Mills, I don't you don't need decent with Mills. You need good. Cause like decent was Ryan Fitzpatrick. Decent was Brian Hoyer. Now, both of those guys won 9 games, and then I even don't know technically they didn't win all 9 games because they missed some time doing some wins. But you know what I mean. They seasons gave you 9-7 seasons. Now, you didn't make the playoffs with Ron Fitzpatrick, but you did make the playoffs with Brian Hoyer and lost 30-0 in the first round to the Chiefs. Uh, Brock Osweiler. To to be fair, even though like I said Brock Osweiler made me not like football that season, Brock Osweiler did play decent for a lot of the games. Uninspired football, but he played decent for a lot of games. Got you 9-7. Got you to beat a Connor Cook led team, but you got embarrassed when you actually outplayed the Patriots in the Patriots. So I need better than decent. I need him to. I need it to be undisputed that he's the best. That he's the best guy for the job, and we'll know by the season because we'll know how the season pans out. Very rarely do I think that he'll ball out and the team just looks bad. I think most of the opposite. I can see the team winning games despite him, but I don't think we'll win games despite. I don't think it's going to be like a Deshaun Watson 2020 season where obviously I'm not putting no pressure that Davis Mills lead the league in passing, but Davis Mills go out there and plays a whole bunch. We're not going to see a whole bunch of Davis Mills Patriot games or what's another game he played well and we lost. The Titans kind of sorta like both of those have very flukiness to them that I can point out, but I'm not about to do that to them right now. But just those type of stat lines, I'm not going. I'm just Alex. I'm not going to count the Rams one at all because that's completely absurd. But have good stat lines and you still lose the game. We're not going to get a lot. We're not going to get a lot of those. Like as far as like the majority of the season. Like if you do get a lot of those, then maybe that might be the only outlier. Okay, we picking low. We got high draft pick, but we won't draft a quarterback because of how they. But then again, if they the exact same type of game, then you do. I mean, because then it kind of puts you in a Tyler Heineke type of situation. Because Tyler Heineke had some moments last year. That's another guy who played decent. And they went out there and went and got Carson Wentz. So you gotta know. You definitely gotta know. Imagine need a job type of situation. Absolutely, I agree. I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you. We definitely need a John Morant type situation. I definitely agree with that. I agree with that 100%. We need a franchise change. I mean, John Morant in 3 years got Memphis to the second seed and won a playoff series. So yeah, I mean, to be honest. I think if Ja doesn't get hurt, I think that series at least goes 7. I think they at least go 7 because I think Ja is going to be a problem. Ja is going to be a problem for the rest of the NBA. Ja in Memphis is going to be a problem. Memphis better do all they can to make sure that he don't leave. And actually, to be honest, I don't think Ja is like. I think Ja is one of those superstars who kind of like it's kind of hard because Tim Duncan was winning finals though. But I don't think he's a superstar who gonna go and try to go to LA to go with the big bright lights and stuff like that. I think he'll stay in a town. I think he'll stay in a town like Memphis. I actually do. I don't think he'll leave. I don't think. I think he'll stay in a town like Memphis. If they doing the right thing, I don't think it's gonna be like if it's like yeah, if they're doing the right thing. Now, obviously, if they not getting him no help, that's different. But if it's not gonna be like a Magic, like a Shaq with the Magic going to the Eastern Conference Finals and the NBA Finals, and you still dip to go to the Lakers, like I don't think it's gonna be that type of situation with John Morant. I don't. Bomb is looking. I mean, he might. He might. I mean, he might want to go to the Knicks so he can play the song "Mo Bamba." I think the dude from New York, ain't it? I mean, Bamba's not a bad basketball player. I mean, like I said, a lot of his situation was because he didn't get the time because he was behind Vooch, and Vooch was making All Star games, so you wasn't gonna like take minutes from Vooch to play Mo Bamba. I just think that he's just underdeveloped. He just never got a chance to really develop. But again, like I say, Mo Bamba was not a panic pick, but just like damn, Trey Young got taken the pick right before us. I think if Dallas doesn't take Trey Young, because obviously that like Atlanta took Luca. For people who know, Atlanta took Luca, Dallas took Trey Young, and they traded. If Dallas doesn't take Trey Young at 5, I think Trey Young is Orlando Magic. And I think if Trey Young is Orlando Magic, I think things will be different. I don't think you don't have Markel Fultz, obviously. I don't think you trade Vooch and Fournier and AG because I think that 19 team that went to the playoffs, uh, and the 2020 team in the bubble that went to the playoffs. I think those two playoff teams, I think they build upon those type of situations. I do. I definitely do because you have an actual scorer and you have a playmaker guy who could. I think he would be able to get Vooch and AG his shots off. Uh, and then maybe then maybe Ji doesn't get hurt. Who knows? But I mean that's just that's thinking back. Who knows? Houston is just Houston just gotta wait for whoever dropped. Okay, Houston Rockets, Houston Texans. I think you talking about Houston Rockets, but yeah, they do got definitely. Like I said, they got Jalen Green. I think the Rockets, like I said, I think they're in a good spot from a draft standpoint and from a business standpoint because of who they got. So I definitely think they're cool. That's the thing. Yeah, Israel. Yeah, it is. What's up, Spitz? You sleeping in late? It's all good, bro. Sleeping late. What's up, X man? Happy Friday, man. What's good, man? I mean, they got. I was wrong on Franz Wagner. I mean, but yeah, they definitely have to get it right. They obviously have to get it right. I mean, you have the number one overall pick. You don't want to be the team that busts on number one pick. You don't want to be the and like you don't want to be the team that drafts Anthony Bennett. And the thing is, the Cleveland Cavs don't get scrutinized for taking Anthony Bennett because they got LeBron James like the next year. like they get Anthony Bennett. Like think about how many number one they get Anthony Bennett. I mean they get the number one overall draft pick to draft the hometown kid in LeBron. LeBron leaves. They get the number one overall pick to turn it to Kyrie. Then they backdoor and get two back-to-back number one overall picks to get Andrew Wiggins and get Anthony Bennett. And they take Andrew Wiggins and Anthony Bennett and trade them to get Kevin Love because LeBron comes in. LeBron takes the other number one overall draft pick in Kyrie and wins the NBA championship and then also makes four straight finals. So they all that gets swept under like so them drafting Anthony Bennett and Anthony Bennett being a bust get swept under the rug. Now, granted, it wasn't a good draft class. Who's in that draft class? I know the Magic. We took Vic number 2, Who was in that draft class? Is that the draft class with Giannis? Let me. Now I gotta look. Now I definitely gotta look. Now I gotta look at the NBA draft. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That just NBA. That really just that really just. I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's. I'm thinking Giannis is in that draft. I think. Draft selections. Yes, Giannis is in that draft. Yeah. Because Vic is 2, Porter Jr. is 3, Kobe's at 4. Oh, CJ McCollum was 10, Michael Carl Williams was 11. Yeah. Kelly Olynyk, Shabazz Napier, Giannis is 15. Yeah, Rudy Gobert. But, so yeah, obviously the best player in the draft is Giannis. So, like what about that? If Cleveland would have took Giannis, and if Cleveland would have took Giannis, wow. Let's just think about that. Think if Cleveland would have taken Giannis, and they still take Andrew Wiggins, and LeBron comes back to Cleveland. I don't think LeBron ever goes to LA. And I don't think that LeBron forces him to trade. Obviously Giannis wasn't Giannis then, but I if they would have, oh man, that's something for you. That's that's something for you. If that would have happened, whoa, Giannis and LeBron, I don't know. I have no idea. What you mean it's still live? Yeah, it's live. I'm not live no more. Let's see here. If Jalen Suggs, the point guard for point guard. Jalen Suggs is the point because it's gonna be it's gonna be Jalen Suggs is gonna be the point and Markel's gonna be the two. Like that's what it's gonna be. It's definitely gonna be Jalen Suggs and Markel. That's definitely what it's gonna be. What position does the Magic need? Yeah, I agree, Eagle fan. I agree. Because Corey's asked what position. I agree. Power forward. Um, power forward and yeah, and you're right. Mostly a scorer because really not an actual position because I wouldn't mind. You're right with the shooting guard, but like I said, I like Markel. Like last year, because when you drafted Jalen Suggs, like Jalen Suggs is a point guard. I don't think Jalen Suggs is. I don't think you can use Jalen Suggs as a two. Markel is a combo guard. Markel can play the one or play the two. So last year, if we would have drafted Jalen Green to be the shooting guard, you could have Markel playing the point. But now you got Jalen Suggs. Okay, now you can switch and you can have Markel being the two, which is perfectly fine. So because of that, now you need a power forward, which is crazy because just a year and a half ago, you like okay, we had our power forward and Ji when Ji comes back. But now it's kind of like, are we still waiting on Jonathan Isaac? Like, you want to like Jonathan Isaac because when he plays, like when we last seen him play, he was a defensive monster. But do you want to wait on Jonathan Isaac? like that's the thing. Can you wait on Jonathan Isaac? Will he be dependable? We don't know. And that's just the thing. That's just really just the thing. What do you think about the Celtics versus the Heat series? Celtics in 6. Malcolm Butler. I mean Jimmy Butler, Malcolm Butler, the movie The Butler. Celtics in 6. I told my cousin's a Heat fan. Told him this before the series start. After the Heat won game 1, I told him, as I said, Boston's gonna win game 2. Boston's gonna win game 3. The Heat gonna win game 4 to tie it up 2-2. And then they're gonna go back to Miami. Celtics gonna win game 4. Celtics gonna win game 5, and then they're gonna close out in game 6. That's why I told him after game 1. Talked to him yesterday, and I told him, I reiterated that. I said, you see, I told you, Boston was gonna win game 2. Boston's gonna win game 3 when they go back to Boston tomorrow. Boston's gonna win game 3. On Monday, I think it's Monday, Miami's gonna win game 4. It's gonna be tied up at 2-2. And then Boston's gonna win the last 2, and they're gonna go to the NBA Finals. It's gonna be, I know the score right now, Dallas winning what, 72 to 58 right now? Something like that. Damn. Them boys put 40 points in the second quarter. Damn, Boston. Damn, Dallas. Think Golden State gonna win. I still think Golden State gonna win, but hey, Luka that dude. Luka is that dude. Luka really is that dude. Luka really is that dude. Man, Mills finna have a rookie season like Mills about to have Deshaun Watson rookie season. What? But should we take for Bryce? I'm not saying we should take for anybody. I'm saying that I don't think the team is going to win that many games on their own merit. I don't think they have to tank, but I don't think they're going to this. I don't think the Texans are going to go into this season like, oh, we're going to lose these games on purpose. I don't think that's the case, but I don't think that they're going to win a lot of games. I just don't think they're going to win a lot of games. Okay, Eagle fan, I am in the Houston area. I live in Texas. It's a town called Brindle. If you ever ate Bluebell ice cream, if anybody's ever shout to Bluebell. If anybody's ever ate Bluebell ice cream, that's where I'm from. Where Bluebell ice cream is made. It's Brindle, Texas. It's like 40 minutes outside of Houston. But like we're the home of Bluebell ice cream. That's what we're known for. We're known for Bluebell ice cream. Also known for Blinn Junior College. That's where Cam Newton won won a junior college national championship down here. That's what the two things that we're known for. We're known for Blinn football because Blinn won 4 national titles. Because they won 2 in the 90s, then they won 1 like in the mid 2000s, and they won their last one with Cam Newton. When Cam Newton, after he left Florida and transferred, came to Blinn for a year, won national title, and then went to Auburn. And like I said, then also Bluebell ice cream. So anybody's ever ate Bluebell ice cream, shout out to Bluebell ice cream. That's where I'm from. So yeah, I won't be able to attend the draft party at the Airway because I'm doing my own draft party. So if y'all in the Houston area, make sure y'all pull up. I'm gonna give y'all more details. But the NFL draft, I think, is June 23rd. June 23rd. Crafty Crab. I'm gonna let y'all know a little bit more once all the details get on out. We're gonna do a better job this time than we did when we did the NFL draft. We gave people like a last minute notice. I'm gonna give y'all a way bigger notice. I'm gonna give y'all way bigger notice when it comes to this NBA draft. Way bigger notice. Way bigger notice. I'm a Texas fan starting. You gonna be a Texas fan starting the 2023 season? That's where you gonna start. If it's Band's fault, okay. Titans are going to win the AFC South. I really don't like them in our division. Titans are not about to win the AFC South. I don't think the Titans are going to win the AFC South. don't think the Titans are gonna win the AFC South. I really don't. I mean, y'all ain't argue about Bam and Chet. You can move Chet to the 3 to the 4. You can't move Chet to no 3. Maybe the 4. You can't have him playing. You talking about you gonna have a 7-foot shooting, a 7-foot small forward? That kind of like kind of negates it being the small forward, don't it? Like you can't move Chet to the small forward, man. I don't think you can move Chet to the small forward, man. I really don't. I really think you can move Chet to the small forward, man. So I'm gonna answer some more. I'm gonna answer some more questions. I'm gonna answer some more questions before I go. Yeah, I agree. Titans trading AJ Brown was stupid, especially since it's talking about Traylon Burt. Yeah, Traylon Burt's coming to the camp out of shape. I don't know what they're gonna do if Burt's out of shape. Like I don't know how that's gonna help them. Like I mean, he better get his mind right. he gonna be on the island later on this year. He gonna be on that Stingley Island, that Sting Island with the scorpions out there stinging. So he better get in shape because it ain't gonna be too pretty for him. It ain't gonna look too good for him if he out there in the island out of shape, catching wind. Because last time the receiver did that, and I'm about to call boy Jalen Green, Jalen Smith. It didn't work out too well for Jalen Smith for Houston Texans. So it didn't really work out too well. I do think Malik is going to play. I think they're going to definitely do some packages. The Titans. I definitely think the Titans are going to do some packages with Malik, and I do think Malik is going to play. I definitely think Malik is going to play this season, and I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the season if Malik I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the season Malik is the starter. But hold on, let me see. Birds. Lazy player for Razorbacks took plays off. Okay, I ain't really watched a lot of his tape. I mean, you say he a lazy player. I mean, coming in now. That's one thing. I can see anybody else, any other person coming out. There's no way anybody in this draft class should come in a rookie minicamp out of shape. I'm sorry. You got college season ends. I mean, you got bowl games ending in mid to late December. Then you got the Senior Bowl in January and February. In January, you got the Combine in February. Then you got pro days in March, and then personal workouts in April leading up to the draft. And then the rookie minicamp is either the week after the draft or the week after that. So no more than 2 weeks, and that's if you late. That's if your team is late. There's no reason why anybody in the rookie draft class, any rookies, should go in the rookie minicamp out of shape. When have you had time not to be in shape? I don't get it. You play football, unless you're coming off an injury, and that's different. But you play football up until December. Then, like I said, Senior Bowl or whatever, because they shouldn't even call the Senior Bowl no more, because now underclassmen be in the Senior Bowl. So you have that. You have the combine that you have to train for and work out for. You got your pro days. Then you got personal workouts. Like what, teams be inviting play personal workouts. So it's absurd. It doesn't make any sense for you to come into how, because rookie minicamp is coming afterwards. Like because even if you did your pro days in the beginning of March and say you did some personal workouts mid-March, you ain't like, why would okay, at the very least, I'm gonna give me some jogs in, whatever. Like just even I'm not out there lifting weights, I ain't out there training. I'm gonna do something because there's no way you should be out of shape. None whatsoever. That don't make no damn sense. It really don't. Like, I would be upset if I was a Titan fan, to be honest, or anybody's fan. If one of my rookies, that's a huge red flag. If you come in the rookie camp out of shape, that's a huge red flag. Now, these veterans, when they come into minicamp or OTAs and they out of shape, that's different. They had time to rest, and you know what I'm saying. They season ended in December and January, and only a couple teams made it to February. They ain't doing they ain't doing enough stuff. They come in like if Davis Mills or what's his name Nico come in the training camp, this camp out of shape. I wouldn't like it. I'd be like, damn, I wish you was in shape, but that's more excusable than somebody we just drafted. So nah, ain't no excuse for that. Ain't no excuse for that. That's absolute trash. That's absolute trash, man. Absolute. That's absolute trash. I don't get that. Michael Vick is coming out of retirement, and Drew Brees. I get, yeah. I think Michael Vick probably be doing some type of like some fan league or something like that. Like I seen something like that on my timeline. I seen something like that on my timeline. But hey, yeah, I don't look too much into it. But hey, man, I appreciate, man, y'all coming and talking to your boy. Spend your Friday night late. I went way later than I was supposed to. Wasn't playing 9:30. I wasn't planning on going this late. Uh, actually, I started late because I had to do something, so I ain't get a chance to start like when I wanted to. But I appreciate everybody came in here. Appreciate the good conversation. Appreciate the comments. Hey, for the super chats, man. Chris, I appreciate the love, bro. You come in every time and show love. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the love you showed. Same thing with Jet. Appreciate you. Appreciate your super chat as well. Appreciate everybody out there super chat. Appreciate everybody out there who liked, who commented. Make sure y'all hitting the like button before y'all leave. If y'all didn't hit the like button, make sure y'all hitting the like button because more people coming in, but the likes and the people ain't matching. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure like I said, y'all like, y'all coming, y'all subscribing. Like I said, got some things coming up. So like I said, both my Texas fans and my Magic fans, don't worry, content is coming. And like I said, it might be 2 in one day, might be 3 in one day. You never know. So I'm going to have content for both of y'all. Don't worry, the content is definitely going to be here. And also got some other stuff. Coming out on this rise. What's up? What's up, man? You get kind of late, but what's the deal, man? Appreciate you. Appreciate you for showing up. Make sure you hit that like button. Like I said, I got something very, very special coming. For the fans, I think y'all gonna like it. Like I said, if y'all out here in the Houston area, I'm gonna give y'all some more details of what we're doing for the NBA draft. And just make sure y'all keep your eyes and ears on the channel, man. Also, make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday, South Sports, Fox 26, conjunction with Fox 26, every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And I've been doing the solo thing for the last a couple weeks. But it should be South Sports again on Tuesday. If not, you'll get a solo stream. So definitely it's definitely gonna be something here on Tuesday. So make sure y'all looking out. Like I said, shout out to all my boys out there at South Sports, Honcho, Wise, Wink, Tenny, Ray, Hector, Swisher, Darren, man. Appreciate everybody out there, man. Shout out to all y'all boys out there. Shout out to everybody that come through. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel, click that bell, click them bells to get more videos. I holla.